I was about to say I think it's got a hole in it, but I had the valve undone. Even us professionals make mistakes. I'm not a professional. Hello, today we're taking a look at budget hot tent camping equipment. I reckon we can do budget hot tent camping without spending too much money. A lot of the stuff I've got, the stoves and the tents, are so much money that you would never want to buy it, but I think this is good just if you want to go out as a beginner and have a go camping when it gets a bit cooler. So we'll have a look at what I've got and we'll get the tent erected and see how it all looks. I think it's good. So we're in my garden today because I can't always get out and about in the woods. I've got a family. So we've got a OneTigris tent. I quite like their stuff. Seems to be quite good. There is slightly cheaper options available, but I think this for the cost won't be too bad. I'll go over the costs at the end. All the links for these will be in the description, so you can give it a go for yourself. So this is the OneTigris Smokey Hut tent. I think it was a 1 or 2 person, so I think it'll be a 1 person with they've got the inner mosquito net here. So it's just an inner tent shelter. So we'll get the tent set up, and then once we've done all that, we'll take a look at this little stove, which I'm well surprised about. It's really light and really quite good. So let's get this tent set up. If we can make space from if we can make any space from the trampoline, ridiculously large, I'm going to say paddling pool, but it's not a paddling pool. So let's see. I tell you what, let's unpack this on the edge of my trampoline. And then, obviously, we've got a shadow of the camera. Let's do that. Right. So can we see everything? Yeah, I reckon so. So we have got I got this in a kind of beige colour, because beige is good. It was also the cheapest option. So tent. We've got the instructions. Lay the tent out flat on the ground. Drive the stakes into the ground. Support the centre with the pole. Stake out the rest of the pegs. So we just do 4 to start off with. Adjust the corners. Unzip the door. Right, let's have a look. So, tent bag. Fairly reasonable. Some tie straps, which no one ever uses again. So we'll get those put away. Right. Let's get this laid out. And we'll see whether we've got pegs and stuff inside it. These, I think that's the floor. And then we've got the central pole, which is in a bag. These TP tents are always, I find them a bit hard work to get right. But so we've got standard OneTigris pegs, which are just aluminium pegs. 1, 2, 8, 9, 10 of those. And then I would assume there is some, yeah, we've got some guy ropes in here, which we won't worry about today. We'll get four sides staked out. See how that goes. Start with one. Right, that's four sides. So then we've got this central pole. Let's see how this looks. See whether it's, well, it looks not too bad. I really love OneTigris stuff. I think it's really quite good. So this doesn't look like it's got any adjustment in it. It's not going to make the tent very tall, but I don't think it's supposed to be a massive tent. I mean, that's not gone up too badly. Make sure you can see what I'm doing. I mean, we won't peg the door out for now. I mean, it's got two doors. Let's just zip this up and make sure it looks right. Doesn't. Let's peg this door out so it doesn't look. I mean, it's got snow skirts. I mean, I think that's it. I think. I can't see that doesn't look quite right. But maybe it's supposed to be like that. Right, let's get these doors rolled back. Cat's finding it interesting. Shall we have a look at the inner look at the inner fly part of it. Again, that bag's quite good. Put that down there. So we've got, so this is just if you want to keep the bugs away. I mean, in the winter you don't have to use these. Oh, I don't tend to. This has got pegs as well. I suppose this must need pegging out. So that's got the green OneTigris pegs, which are okay. Some work to work out how this goes. So that's not it. It's too high. I don't think we'll... If somebody wants to let me know in the comments whether that is for this tent. I don't think that's for this tent. I think I'll be possibly sending that back. Right, so this is the ground sheet. Let's have a look at this. So this again looks like it's supposed to be maybe put onto the pegs. Yeah. Whenever you put these ground sheets in, it always gives you some indication whether you've got it set up right. Yeah, because that end's not going to meet, so that's not meeting down there. So I would say something's a bit wrong out here. So if we drop this in, so let's adjust. Doesn't look quite as good now. Right, there we are. I think that's a bit better. Yeah, that's quite good. Cat. Right, so let's get this stove jack undone. It's got zips on it. I'll tell you what, for the price, this is quite an amazing piece of kit. It's quite lightweight. It's got a little flap. Right. So the bit that I'm impressed with everything so far, but I think the bit I like the most is this tiny stove. So this is from a company called Vevor. I got this off eBay. It's got noisy bits. So it's got little side bits. If we get it somewhere near, nowhere near. The only problem I can foresee is this bottom pipe goes over the bottom bit, which sometimes means that the fumes from not the fumes, like the creosote from the wood can come out and be... I'm doing a video in the garden. Right, so I'm back after picking the kids up from the school. So that is, let's get you a bit more level. Right, so we are back to the stove. So the stove comes with some very tasty gauntlets, which I won't be using. It comes with some Jubilee clips for tightening the stove chimney, which I don't personally think are needed. So if we get this so the chimney is sort of backwards to normal chimneys because they all go over the top of each other, but we can't hold that against them. I don't think we need all of this chimney on, so we'll just put this up for now. No, we'll put that spark arrestor on after. We poke that through. Right, so let's have a look. So the chimney is up. You'll hear the kids in the background. We live right next to the park, which is handy. So if I put this on, so it's got some tie out points on it, but that's fairly sturdy. There is, let's put the last little bit of chimney on so we can see the full height. Right, so this is what we've got. So I think we could maybe get two of us in there, me and Brucey boy. So what I'll do is I'll maybe go and get a I'll just get a mat, because I can measure it and tell you the size of it until the cows come home, but it doesn't show actually what we've got. Then we've got a top plate which goes on there, so you can remove it and then cook over the flames. You could maybe even use those as a bit of a barbecue grill, I would say. Right, let me get a map and I'll be back. The biggest mat I own, and we can then see how this looks. So let's get you in this tent a bit. Hello. Then you can see what we're up against. I mean, I think as a one person, this is spacious. I've been looking for a lightweight hot tent shelter. But I think I would pair it with a titanium fold-away stove so I could get it in my backpack. I think if you were going to have 2 people in here, you would need a bit of extra. You need a bit of extra ground sheet. This is taking forever. Usually only takes about 4. I think I can really get in. I was about to say I think it's got a hole in it, but I had the valve undone. Even us professionals make mistakes. I'm not a professional. Right. So this is pretty much the biggest pad you could get. Oh yeah. Oh, perfect. Right, I'll see you in the morning. No, I've got to go swimming. Right, so this is, for one person, this is a palace. This is an absolute palace. This central pole, I don't think there's going to be any issues with it. Maybe. Now I've got it set up a bit better. There's not too much pressure on it. It's a bit wibbly wobbly, but it's actually quite good aluminium, I think. It's a lot better than another. I've got a pole molly tent, and that pole is not that great. I mean, I think I might replace this out with. I think I've got a Hilleberg pole, which I could probably use in that. So we've got, so apart from the pole, but that's me being really picky. Everything else in this little camping setup is super high quality. So let's have a look at the outside of the tent. So we've got a vent here with a Velcro stay, and then we have the same vent around the other side. All the doors, it's got snow skirts, so it's got snow skirts all the way round, which are quite nice. Comes with a pink smiley face ball. You can open both sides, so it's fully open. So I think you could open both sides, both zips, and then pull it out to create a sort of cover. But as it stands, it's quite good. Right, so in conclusion, I think this was only a quick look at it. I mean, I've just been watching a video by Justin on Smarter Every Day about changing nuclear reactor rods. I hope this is as as riveting as that. I'll tell you the prices now of the bits that I brought. So I don't think we need the mesh teepee tent. I think the mesh teepee tent can be set up in there, but I think it requires I think it would require a trekking pole or a pole or something. So we won't include that in this, because for hot tent camping you're usually out in the winter and it's fairly bug free. I'll get that out in the end. Right, so we've got, the price has gone up now on this tent. When I brought this tent it was £99 on Amazon. It's now gone up to £125. So it was £100, it's now £125. So that's a bit of a kick, but I'm sure if you were to keep an eye on it, I mean, there's a Long Eek 2-person camping tent, it's £100. There's quite a few. There's even a tent by the same company that does the stove, so Vevor, which is only £77. So that might be worth a go if someone wanted that. The stove was £55 off of eBay. I think it was about 45 plus the VAT that got charged extra on it. So you've got a setup here which is about 150, 170, depending on whether you can get a deal on it. So I think it's a good tent. Everything's really well stitched and well made. I don't think it's bad. So I would say, if you're into, or if you want to have a quick go at hot tent camping, most campsites allow you to do it with a little stove. I would put a heat-proof mat down on the floor just to avoid scorching the grass. Some places don't mind too much, but you want to respect that, so I would put something under there. Heat-proof mats, usually they're fairly cheap. You can buy those 10 or 12 pounds. But I think it's good. If you leave a comment below to see what you think about it, whether you think it's good, whether you think there's a cheaper option out there, whether you think this is about it. I would have no problem going out in this with snow and such, like maybe the pole. I think the top of the tent's even got a hook so you could hang it from a tree, so really the pole would then be a moot point. But other than that, I'm quite surprised with this little setup that I've got here. So plenty of space for one person there. You'd easily get 2 people if you just put another piece of another bit of ground sheet down there. Stove's plenty big enough to heat this tent. I will get out in this at some point to give it a test today is not the day, but I would like to thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please like. If you want to subscribe. You don't have to, it's no problem. Please do check the links out below. That will give you all the proper dimensions, sizes, weights, everything like that. There's no point me telling you. They're all on Amazon or wherever you do your shopping. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll hopefully be out and about doing some more camping in the woods. So yeah, do click on one of the videos up here or here. I still can't remember. That would be great. There's plenty of stuff to watch. I'll stop rambling now. See you later. Goodbye.